Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everyone had a great week. I hope you all had fun playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint this week. Title Update 2.0, the Ghost Experience Immersive Mode, and the Deep State missions. Hope everybody got their goodies, got their Sam Fisher skin and fourth echelon equipment. So let's get right into this. Right off the bat, disclaimer, I didn't play that much Ghost Experience, and that was due to the fact that the keybind system is bugged. I play with a WQE to go straight into sidestep to strafe, and my interact is F. But when I walk over enemies and it says press F to pick up a weapon, doesn't work. It ends up picking it up with E, which I think is the default interact button. So I was playing on this with off, and then I realized I was running over bad guys and picking up their guns. I was like, "What's going on here?" And I realized that it's bugged. So I ended up just leaving the gear level on. But I could see for this, I'm gonna, I think, have a good time running through the game again with everything on hard, playing difficulty extreme, and having this with main weapons one slot, bandage quantity several, risk of injury always, stamina consumption extreme, health regeneration none. Actually, I'll probably play on custom, and I'll do ammo loss on reload off. I don't really like that. So the interface, here's an issue I have with the interface. With the old interface, someone like me, whether I'm making my videos or I'm doing certain things in game, sometimes I need to have the interface on so I could see what I'm doing when making a video, and then I turn it off, and then I go about my video and interact with something that I didn't realize I could interact with, or something like that. In the old one, there was an option here that said no HUD. Now, if you put it on custom, turn everything off, then put it on full, and then let's say you log out, you come back in, your custom is gone. Let's say you change your gear level, this experience, it doesn't remember your custom. So what happens is if you go to full, you can't go directly back to no HUD. That was an issue for me, and not a big deal, but whatever. Social and bivouacs exploration mode, you could have done old school. All of this is cool. I hope all of you are enjoying it. Let me know what you think about the Ghost experience. At the end of the day, yes, the game should have been launched like this. I don't think it changes the game that much. Nothing here really does. It breathes a little more life into the game, so you could play it the way you want. Maybe immerse yourself uh, more according to how you want to play the game with all of these options. So that's cool. Moving right into the deep state gameplay. Now, as I was playing, I wrote down some things so I wouldn't forget and I wouldn't have to spitball right off the top of my head. Let's start with missing in action. Find Sam Fisher. Now, I thought this mission was fun, having to find him, and I thought the end of the mission was really fun, where you had to blow everything up, and get in the car, you got on the cannon, and you just blew everything up. Yay, this is fun. But yes, there's a but. I really don't understand these developers, man. You are highlighting and selling to your audience a Sam Fisher Deep State, basically episode 2 package. You have people coming in here saying, "Oh, I'm going to pay $15 for this Deep State, or I'm going to pay $35 for the entire season pass because this looks really good." And this is why it's very important, if you don't have the year one pass already, if you didn't purchase it, it's very important to just kind of wait for reviews and watch it on YouTube, maybe without spoilers if you can. Because how did they think? And I know this comes down to a programming issue. It's probably easier to program it this way because they already have it where they already have a program where someone could drive. There's a mission where that one dude drives you and you have to shoot everything. So it's already programmed in the game. And this is where it's lazy, man. The end of this mission where you find Fisher should have been you exfiltrating the area and you both doing it quietly, doing double kills together. So when you leave, it should have been multiple guards on patrol, and maybe they could have changed the area where they did this so you were more kind of in the middle of an entire area surrounded. And when you leave, you do it quietly, stealthily, like Sam Fisher, and they have patrols of two guys, and you do double stealth kills alongside with Fisher. You do that a few times, and then you exfiltrate, and then that's it. That would have been that mission. For me, that mission would have been way more fun and would have made way more sense introducing me to the first mission with Sam Fisher as a Splinter Cell fan and as someone who, if I would have just bought the season pass, that would have made way more sense. Doing it this way, where it's like you come out, a lot of guys charge you, you shoot them, you get in the truck, the tank, whatever, take off, everybody chases you. It's like, yo, that's not Sam Fisher. That is not Sam Fisher at all. And although I can sit here and say with a positive outlook on the first mission that yeah, it was good, it was fun. I had fun. The whole Deep State, I had fun. But could it be better? Yeah, it could be better, man. Like, why are you gonna make Sam Fisher be the focal point of this, advertise it as such, and then in the very first mission, you're not doing like stealthy stuff with him. You put him in a truck and you take off and you just make me shoot stuff. What the hell, man? That doesn't even make any sense. You talk to him and he says he's been on the island like a couple months, low key. And now all of a sudden you're just blowing shit up with him. Anyway, that's what I thought about the first mission. Right off the bat, I was like, this is fun, yes, but why am I not doing like stealth kills with Sam Fisher? Would it have been that hard for them to program one AI character to stealth kill another AI character and do the animation? That would have made sense. That's content worth paying for. Because then, dude, you don't do anything else with this guy. The entire time. You do nothing else with him. One Man Army. This is where you infiltrate the pump station. Once again, it's just it's Fisher over your ear. After missing in action, you really don't see Fisher other than in cutscenes. You're not doing anything with him. Even in the Wildlands mission, he was right there. And then when you exfiltrate the area, at least he's kind of with you. Like this entire time, there was nothing with him. And I just thought that was kind of lazy. So anyway, One Man Army was fun. Infiltrating the pump station, destroying the pumps was fun. He laid out all the bombs. You shot him. If you watched my video, what stood out to me was the dudes were running around trying to figure out what was going on. And they all ran on the pump. A lot of guys ran on the pump. And I was like, what's going on here? So I put a mine down, circled around, and I watched them come back and blew themselves up. That was cool. I was like, haha, got him. But again, maybe, perhaps stealthing through this mission with Fisher to we had to have like the backup server come on so he could hack it or something. They could have finagled it where we creep in with Fisher and just hack something, or maybe we have to set things over here to explode so it distracts the guys. It brings up the emergency backup, and then we go over here with that diversion and we creep this way and then we hack the server together. It's like it's always like the path of least resistance, and you can't keep doing that to your audience and then expect them to keep trusting you when it comes to buying your games, buying your year passes. I'm not saying this isn't worth it for someone who, if you work, you have a job, you have $15 you could throw around, buy it. You get the cosmetics, whatever. But every time I'm going through something, I'm saying to myself, that was fun, but could have been much better, because this wasn't advertised like the one in Wildlands, where it's like it was a mission, just like kind of like the Predator mission was a mission, but the Terminator event was an event. This is a year one season pass, $15 purchasable content. People do not expect, at least I didn't expect, for the majority of the time to just hear Sam Fisher and never see him other than in a cutscene. Like, I think they got it backwards. I'd rather not see 50 million cutscenes with him And I'd rather them dedicate that time to program me playing alongside with Sam Fisher. That would be way more fun, creeping around with him. That would have been an experience worth remembering, an experience worth talking about, an experience worth purchasing. And then basically they went into Ubisoft mode. They're like, all right, we got a couple missions here. We need some filler content. So there was the next mission was the Black Sheep mission. How ironic was this mission that everything we've been saying in this game that we hate with the civilians, this girl was the epitome of that. The epitome of that. Like, they'd probably designed this girl off of one of the people who were working there who actually designed all the freaking audio for all the civilians who talked to us in this game. Because that was it to a T. That made me laugh. So one part that stood out to me the most that I hated, it annoyed me so much. And you let me know if this stood out to you as well. There was a part where she's explaining to Nomad, right? You got to destroy the drone. This is the Black Sheep, the girl with the purple hair. You got to destroy the drone. I think you have to get the motherboard, and she wants the network number or something like that. What was it? Let me see. Yeah, the network key. That's what it was. Get the network key off the motherboard, off the drone, something like that, right?
Don't worry. I doubt anyone else could crack it but me.
Did you call just to brag?
Wanted to give you a heads up. You can send me the network key by phone. It's a lot simpler.
Right. How do I send the thing over the phone?
It's not a physical key, numbskull. It's a code.
Insufferable kid.
Right. And they made Nomad sound like a 90-year-old, old man or woman who the last piece of technology they used was like a VCR. Because when she was like, get me the network key, he was like, how am I going to give you the network key over the radio? And she was like, oh my God, it's not that type of key. And I was like, oh my God, why are they making Nomad a moron? Like this highly intelligent, trained, special operative who's walking around Aroa, hacking things, going into servers. He was in Bolivia, dismantling a cartel, stealing information, hacking stuff. And then he comes on this island, he's like, what's a network key? How am I going to get this physical key through the phone? And this is the type of writing that destroys me. Like this one line killed the entire experience for me of that mission. Because what are you thinking writing that? It's stupid. Do you like, first of all, look, I'm old. I'm in my 30s, okay? But if some like 16-year-old is going to try to play me like I don't know about technology, I am the fucking technology. I grew up with this shit from Nintendo to now. I know all this shit. And I would expect a soldier that's 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30, however old Nomad would be in this game. I know he knows all this shit if he's out there hacking shit. And that he would know, yo, I need the network key that you can get off the motherboard. And he thinks he's gonna go get like a key that goes in the door, like, well, how do I send it to you through the radio? Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I just want to emphasize, Ubisoft, that your writers suck. I guarantee I could take 5 people off of the forums, come to Ubisoft Paris, and rewrite this whole shit better than any of you can. I swear to God, nepotism in this world is what's killing it, because I know, besides programmers, people in these positions know people. Because at least programmers have to have some real skill. They have to have some real talent. Everyone else in between, well, 3D modelers, you get what I'm saying. Positions like this where you see this type of writing, you start to realize, these people are not talented. They're mediocre at best, especially with this type of dialogue. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that. I already shit enough on that. That shit pissed me off. Let me know if that stood out to you and you were like, yo, what's going on with this? Then there was the Beehive Mission. You had to save the nerd scientist once again. That's all this game consists of. Saving nerd scientists and enemies spawning out of thin air. You basically he was in charge of, I think, doing like the mind hive technology or something, and they killed his wife or whatever, and he just wanted to wipe his work. So you take him to the base, you clear the base. He goes to the computer. Oh, you gotta protect me from the bad guys as I do this. And what happens? Sentinels spawn out of everywhere because this is apparently all Ubisoft knows how to design, and it's really crazy. And you know what? My bad if it's an engine issue, because I can completely understand that they're limited by not only time but by the technology that they're working with. I understand that. But there has to be a better way to make things exciting than just having a oh shit button and having enemies spawn every other mission. It doesn't make any sense if that's your design philosophy. I know there could be better ideas with what you're working with what I've seen in this game and previous games. I just feel like this is their go-to to try to make things exciting, but it doesn't get exciting, it gets repetitive. So that was the Hive Mind mission. It was, it was what it was. It was cool, I guess. Like I said, I had fun during all the missions, but it's basically because it's new content. So I'm going through it and I'm like, hey, I'm enjoying it. But then when you look at things in hindsight, it's like, is that really all it was? Is that really all you guys can design and program? I know you guys are better than this. And like I said, maybe it's a time constraint issue, maybe it's an engine issue. Maybe you guys just need new blood in there to think of new and exciting things to give your audience. Also, if in all these missions you can have these dudes spawn and attack us over and over and over again, I've been on the forums plenty of times where people were like, yo, what's up with the Unidad component in Breakpoint? Why isn't there a Unidad, type of mechanic in Breakpoint? Especially basically with the wolves, because the wolves can act like the new Unidad. Why can't you have, when you get seen by wolves, that they come like Unidad used to come in Wildlands? That would have made sense for most of us to make the world outside of just eliminating bases a little more exciting, knowing that eventually Unidad or the wolves, well, that doesn't make sense. I don't quote the wolves, literally the wolves, would come and attack you the same way Unidad would. I mean, you use that mechanic for everything else. So I don't know. There's a lot of things in this game that aren't in the game that were in Wildlands that doesn't make any sense, but I digress. Okay, so what was the next one where you have to save the lady? That was cool. I forget what it was called, but that's not important. So you have to save this lady. You had to go erase her identity, and then she played you. So that was cool. Like, she was like, meet me here, and then she was like, oh, I can't come, and then you got attacked on some cliche Ubisoft. Guys pop up and kill you. The mission was fun. Going and finding her, escaping with her, then going to that little naval yard and hacking, erasing her stuff. I don't know how I knew how to hack it if I don't know how to get a network key across a radio, but apparently I figured it out. And that was a cool mission, which then led to the mission after that, which was the guy who you had to you erased her identity, then you faked his death. That was fun. Here's something that was ironic when I was playing that one, the last mission, where not the last mission, but out of those middle missions that really had no Fisher feeling at all. You go into the dam, and you have to put the dog tags on the dead body and put C4 on the transformers and destroy the transformers. And while I'm doing this, I'm saying to myself, oh, it's nice of you guys to catch up. And what I mean by that, if those of you are new to my channel, I'll put it at the end in a card of this video. I have an immersive video that I make. They're kind of, they're videos specific to me. They're edited. They're kind of like movie-ish. They're not like the gameplay videos that everybody puts out where it's just them playing. I edit and I cut it to make it more theatrical. I made a video where you have to infiltrate one of the power plants, eliminate an operative who's working. This is like a story I made up on my own mission, and then you have to destroy the transformers. And I went through all this editing to make it look good, And while I'm playing this mission, I was saying to myself, oh, it's about time you guys did something like this, because this is the type of shit that should have been in the game to begin with. You would think the first thing Nomad would do behind enemy lines being hunted is to sabotage these areas. Like quick, like little terrorist hits. You get in there, boom, you blow shit up, you move over here, just hit and run, hit and run. And that should have been the majority of the entire game, is just disrupting the entire island and what's going on, sabotaging all these areas. So I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, kudos to Ubisoft. That was a cool mission. Reminded me like the one I made. I blew everything up. I got in a boat. I sailed out. So after those missions, right, then you get info. You go and talk to a couple, and you got to find that general, right? So that was a fun mission just because of the design of the mission. They finally gave us laser beams, which ironically enough, and this is perfect. The new immersive video I'm making right now, which is a secret, when I drop it, you guys are gonna be so amazed at this shit. But I'll give you a little hint right now. There is a part in the game where I took lasers on a green screen on YouTube. You know, remove the screen, and I have lasers moving everywhere, and I have my guy walking through it. You know, the best that I can, editing it in Premiere. And when I saw the lasers in these boards, I was like, yes, finally, this is what, like, there's no lasers anywhere on this island. And I don't know why. There should be top secret areas, and these are things they should think of. On Gollum Island, there are mines. There are no mines anywhere else. In Deep State, there are lasers. There's no laser. You know, like, these are the things that should kind of be everywhere, kind of tripping us up here and there. So, but the last mission was fun. Not the last mission. Finding the general, infiltrating that area. That little area was fun. Looking at all the work that they were doing on. When after you talk to the general and other generic, you know, guys come out and you kill them. That's Ubisoft loves doing that shit. Apparently, that's the only way they know how to design. Really, is you do something and then it's like, okay, attack. So they really need some new blood up in that company to decide how to really format these missions and how you go about having the beginning of a mission, the climax of a mission, the end of a mission, because it's always basically the same type of feeling. So that general mission leads to the last mission, right? Oh, the last mission. The last mission was amazing. The setting was dope. I don't know if that whole area was built new, and if I don't remember it, has it been that long that I went in that area of the island and I went there once before and then just never went again? Or that entire area is new, right? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, or if they just used it for this last mission. But I don't really remember going through it before. So I had a fun time stealthing through this mission. It was super fun. I like it because it felt like a big area, which I feel is lacking in this game. All the areas are very small. Area here, and I would have rather they cut off half the map and take all them and make huge cities, and then little areas, huge cities. There's no like huge cities of just bad guys. You know, you come across the area, you kill some bad guys, you move, come across the area, kill some bad guys. So I really would like to see more huge cities. But anyway, the funny part about this mission, and I know you all loved it, was the fact that yet again, Fisher stands there, you go do your thing, and then at the end as the final boss, which I'm sure this was in production for a long time, and hopefully they stopped doing this. The last boss was Bumblebee drones and a couple behemoths, or you know, not full behemoths, but a mini one, and then I think the last one was kind of a behemoth. Then that was it. Then you went and found Midas and what was going on there. Yo, how many of you when you found Midas was like Did these writers just watch Street Fighter yesterday and was like, oh, that's a fucking awesome idea. Let's put that in the video game. Because when I found Midas, I was like, what is this fucking guy? Blanca, right? It's Blanca, right? Blanca. No, it's Blanca. I fucking figure I haven't played Street Fighter in so long, but I thought of Blanca in Street Fighter, the movie, when they capture him and they have him watching all that shit to change him. I saw that and I was like, oh man, this is funny. And then anyway, so that ended. Oh, you know what was dope about the last mission too, which makes me think maybe it is a new area. I'm not sure. Mostly all of the lights you could destroy, which I hate about the island of Aroa. That there are these lights that I just can't shoot out, and I was able to really shoot lights out in this. It made it feel more Ghost Recon-ish, more Sam Fisher and Splinter Cell-ish, and that felt good, killing guys and then shooting the lights around them to darken it. This is basically the cream of the crop when it comes to Ubisoft's Year 1 pass. I wouldn't expect... Oh, I just remember something. I wouldn't expect Episode 3 to be that good unless AI Teammates come out. And that's what I wanted to talk about. I forgot to talk about. It popped up in my head, thank God, before I ended this video. You realize at the end of this whole thing, when you're there with Weaver... No, Weaver's died. You're there with Midas and Holt. And you're like, and Nomad says something like, oh, I'm going to need you guys. You know, this isn't over yet. So they are obviously alluding to you getting back out there with your AI teammates. So be patient with that. You know what's coming. You just don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be Episode 3 or Year 2. I hope it's Episode 3. It looks like that would make the most sense. But I don't want them to rush it. I want the AI teammates to really be good in this game. It might be a little too OP given the setting of this island. I really wish... I know they can't change it now. I really wish they did. Island is just too barren, man. It's too barren. There's not enough places to infiltrate and really get lost in. It's just you go in, it's this big, and then you go out. And that's the majority of the island. Anyway, 30-minute video. Let me end it here. Guys, girls, let me know what you think in the comments. We'll discuss some things. At the end of the day, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? It's completely up to you. You have to make those decisions yourself if you want to buy it. I did hear about a sale going on. So look, everybody, if you're out there and you're deciding whether you want to buy this game or not, it's $20. Is it worth it for $20? In my opinion, yeah. If it came $20 with the Deep State, definitely be worth it. So it's $35 if you want the Deep State. That might be worth it. We don't know what's going to come out in Episode 3, so I don't remember. I know there was like a guideline for what was going to come out, but for instance, we don't know specifically because we knew Episode 2 was going to be this, but we didn't know it was going to have Sam Fisher and all this stuff, so we're yet to see. So pick the game up if you want. If not, it is what it is. Time is flying. It's going to be April soon. Before you know it, we'll be playing The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima and getting our PlayStation 5s and new Xboxes. So this game, get it while you can, while it's cheap if you want, while it's relevant, while you're not doing anything. I'm having a good time. I had fun playing it. It's just those few things that I feel like they really missed out on, especially when advertising a season pass event that cost money and advertising Sam Fisher as the main character and then really not seeing him the entire time and just having him in your ear. Kind of a cop-out. So I don't want to see stuff like that from developers. It's like the only industry where they could bait and switch like that. Like video game industries. Can't do that with any other industry. You get shit on. So they deserve to get shit on a little bit there, that there wasn't actual gameplay alongside with Fisher. Otherwise, don't really advertise Fisher at all for that point. Because, like I said, it's a paid experience. So you expect it to be not generic missions. You expect to really have Fisher there. I thought whatever. I've said it all. I've said it all, ladies and gentlemen. I can't say no more. So that's all. And yeah, so everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Have a fabulous weekend. I hope everybody's staying safe out there with the virus that's going on. Stay healthy, stay home, play video games, purchase the Deep State, and save yourself a trip to the hospital, and stay home and just play some Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So, all right. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching the video. I love you all. Let me know what you think in the comments. We'll discuss some things like always, and I will see you all in the next video.